This is Wes Craven, and you're watching Black Box TV.
What do you think of YouTube as a medium for young directors and filmmakers?
Well, I think YouTube's really fantastic. I mean, I troll along it I'll follow a trail of a film, or we use it a lot for research on films that have been out, and then you see people who have made films based on films. There's a lot of things of kids just sitting in their room and putting the camera on and suddenly doing something fantastic. But now, to have the screen of YouTube, I think makes an enormous difference.
What is one horror film cliche that you think has been overused and has lost its effectiveness?
The headbutt. I'm so sick of headbutts, and it's the crotch kick of the 80s and 90s and 10s. Can't think of the thing to do, have them headbutt. We've sort of exhausted the cat to being thrown through the window for a sudden scare. The film I'm working on now, we're talking about do we want to see one more refrigerator door closed and there's a person behind it. All the cliches, it's funny, in Screen we've sort of sent them all up, so I think people have had to scramble and find new things to make cliches out of.
What was the most gruesome idea that you've ever had that was turned down by a studio?
We were going to do a thing about a group of babies that were roving the city eating kittens, and then stuff them down the throats of little old ladies and watching them choke and vomit, and for some reason they didn't like that. Babies on the Rampage, or Kitten Wars. We had two titles. No, just kidding. Actually, Nightmare on Elm Street, when I wrote it, was considered too bloody and too crazy to be able to be put on the screen. Believe it or not, I mean, there was a period sort of towards the end of Friday the 13th when everybody thought films were far too bloody and they had to be cut way back and they were damaging the brains of the nation's youth and all that stuff. So that was considered too bloody for 3 years until I found, somebody, Bob Shea, to do it, put up the money for it. But, it's not that unusual to be doing things in my films where you have to cut back once they're shot. So it's kind of the story of my life with the censorship. Usually I shoot much more blood than I actually get to put on the film.